In all honesty, I would not have mind seeing Godzilla in this movie. It looks like they're really gonna need his help. Or King Kong's. But I guess they got their own movie. Cue the music. Hey guys, Keon here, and I am back with another movie review, and I have finally, as of recently, well, yesterday, seen Pacific Rim Uprising, and wow, I mean, for the trailers, I seen, well, the one specific trailer that I really liked, that I did a review on. With that one, it really did hype me up to go see this movie, and in all honesty, going to see this movie yesterday, I have to admit, I was not let down. I mean, because, you know, before you go see a movie, you already have critics and everything of sorts just talking about it and saying, oh, this movie's not good, or it's like this, or it's kind of a disappointment. That kind of like alters how you're thinking of the movie. So I'm not saying my expectations were lowered or anything. It was just kind of set to a medium. And now going into this movie, at first I really did not plan on doing a spoiler review for this movie of any source. I will do a spoiler review for this movie later because there is a good amount of things that I do want to actually express and talk about. As for talking about it now for the spoiler-free review, with the characters and such, I do like what they did with certain characters or anything. There's another one of those movies where the people that were in it were good. It's just not like anybody's standing out or anything to where only that actor could play that role, obviously. But I do think John Boyega did a good job. He still shows us why he is a great actor. Why he's a great actor. He's always entertaining. He always does shine in any movie he's in. If he's not the if he's not the main character, either way, he'll still shine out in that whole movie. It doesn't matter. I think Scott Eastwood was pretty good. He was a fine character in there. I know he's been in a couple movies before. He was in Suicide Squad, but nothing in there, any other movies that really helped him stand out that much. Maybe this movie could kind of give him that type of quality. But at the same time, there also is this little girl in the movie. I'm not sure of the actress name of any source, but I do think she did a pretty good job. I actually do like what they were doing with her character. It was pretty interesting, and I like how it worked out all in the end through the whole movie. So I really do want to see her in more stuff. I actually think that she is kind of talented. She's 20 years old right now, so, well, not in the movie, but in real life she's 20 years old, so she has a good road on her, so she's doing fine so far. Also, along with that, I'm not sure if you guys noticed in the trailer, they do show some younger cadets, so I do like the fact that they did introduce more cadets and kind of give a little bit, not saying that they gave much, a super amount of, like, you know, you don't get a lot of time with them or anything like that. You get it every now and then, and I wouldn't have mind more, but I think I did get a good amount. Not enough for me to care too much, but enough for me to care a little bit. And I'm okay with that. I kind of like that. One of the cadets that was in there is actually, well, this is spoiler free, so I'm not going to say who he was or anything, but I'll give a little hint that I was surprised this guy was in here, only because I just didn't expect it. I mean, hey, you know, when you're leaving Disney Channel, you got to get something. You got to be better. That's my only hint right there. For the overall plot of this movie, I do think that they did actually a pretty good job with this. Because for those of you that haven't seen Pacific Rim 1, it is a movie basically kind of similar to this in a way that there are these beasts called kaijus, and they're from a different universe or a different world. I mean, spoilers for Pacific Rim 1. If you haven't seen it, I understand, because that was a movie that was before its time. So not a lot of people at that moment were even interested in watching it. If it came out in like maybe 2015 of sorts, when superhero movies were kind of starting to really lift off, then maybe actually that would really help their credibility to even promote. Even though this Pacific Rim 2 was help promote it, but it would have helped even more. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's still a good movie. It's ahead of its time, which is not a bad thing in my opinion at all. In the trailer, you will understand that, okay, it's John Boyega's character, who's the son of Idris Elba's character in the first movie, Pacific Rim 1, whose character died at the end of Pacific Rim 1 after sacrificing himself to close the gate between our world and the world with the kaijus. What they do with John Boyega's character, it is similar to what you've seen before. You have a young adult parent is somebody that was of a high standards, but they don't live up to that standard of their parents, or people don't see them as the person that their parent was, or they're trying to kind of be different than that, or they're trying to prove something. You've seen it before. It's nothing new, but it's still good because hey, it's John Boyega, so why not? And I do think that the dynamic between him and Scott Eastwood was good. I do like the dynamic between him and the little girl. Overall, like I said, John Boyega is the main person that stands out. And with the plot of this movie, what they do, I actually think it was pretty good idea. I like what was going on. I like what the ideas that were being introduced with the Jaegers and what they should do with them now that there's been 10 years since Pacific Rim 1. And also that I do think with the antagonists, or more what they did with the kaijus in a way, I do like that. That was kind of a twist. What they did with Charlie Day, that was interesting as well in itself. I really would watch this movie all over again, guys. I have to admit, I will go into more depth come my spoiler review, but unfortunately, there's not much I can really say. Overall, I think the movie did a fine job on what it was given, as well as that as a sequel to Pacific Rim 1. Maybe people might not say the stakes were as high like in the first one, but I think that this one, the stakes were at a good point, and I think that what is to come, it will be pretty interesting idea. I feel like that they could do even better if they do make a third one, especially bring back John Boyega and the little girl, just to see the growth in both characters and where they went through. So I really do have high expectations, maybe even for this next movie, the third one that they make. I'm actually all for it. Shit, might have to start a key on for Pacific Rim. I'm just saying, that's just me. But anyways, if you guys seen Pacific Rim Uprising, if you haven't, or if you like it or you dislike it, even if you've seen Pacific Rim 1, like or dislike it, please comment below. Let me know exactly what your opinion is about it. If you want them to make a Pacific Rim 3, let me know what you guys think about it. If there's any other kaijus that you guys want to, I don't know, just mention, you comment below. Godzilla, King Kong don't count, I believe. Rodan, any of them, I don't care. But if there's any other movies, trailers, animes, or videos, any other source you guys want me to talk about, please comment below. And as always, guys, I really do want you to ring that bell just so you can be notified whenever I do upload a video. And as always, like if you dare, subscribe if you care. And key on for Miles.
I'm like a star, I'm burning out fast. I try to shine, but it's never gonna last.